guys, welcome to our special announcement video. I'm Sarah Nolan. I would like to know as we start the video, let me know where you're tuning in from and what you're grateful for. I love hearing about what you guys are grateful for, what you're celebrating, and it's such a good habit to get into to celebrate all the little things. The little things, the big things, and just make it a practice, make it a habit to always be paying attention to what you are grateful for. And it can be the littlest things. Like right now, I'm in my office. I'm so grateful for my office. It's been, this is my first office I've ever had. I've always worked in common areas and in my bedroom and stuff like that. So I'm super grateful for my office. Super grateful for, I have this awesome new whiteboard here that I've just got everything laid out on. Super grateful for that. So tell me, where are you tuning in from and what are you super grateful for? Can be something really big, something really little. The really big thing that I'm grateful for is the announcement that I'm about to share with you. But I want to hear, we've got Donna and Daniela. What are you grateful for today? And one thing that I love about this practice of sharing your gratitude is being okay with little stuff that other people may not matter. I feel like in situations like this, when somebody asks you, what are you doing today? What are you grateful for? What are you celebrating? We want to try to make it over the top, amazing. But that stuff is just the icing on the cake. Those big, amazing things come from all of these little achievements that we make throughout the day. I ate really well today. I went for a walk today. Taking a walk is a huge achievement that seems really small, but it really leads up to some bigger things. Danielle is from Tehachapi, California. Grateful to be able to work from home while making jam. Yes, what kind of jam? All right, so thank you for letting me know what you're grateful for. That is such a blessing, you guys. Being able to work from home is one of the greatest privileges of being an American. My gosh, if you have that privilege, then you are so blessed. All right, I'm really grateful for that too. So the special announcement that I have is that I have created a brand new program. It's a transformational program specifically designed for successful business owners who are ready. It's now you've been making six figures and you're ready to go back and work on your quality of life. Letting go of some of that stress, or all of that stress if you want. Becoming less emotionally reactive, and people who are wanting to really start enjoying their family more, start enjoying their children, their spouse, their hobbies, and get back into loving the juice of life. So this program's called Recharge, and the reason that I created this is because I talk to successful business owners every day, and I see them and I hear about them. I hear their stories. And one of the most common threads that I see in what I have experienced, in my life and, just these external experiences as well, is that we tend to get caught up in the achievements, which is great. We're helping people, we're changing the world, but then we lose sight of all the important things that make up a successful life, right? So the business is one element of life, your career is one element, but there's this whole other world out there that I just have been seeing people struggling so much with that other aspect of life. And I am so passionate about helping people to get to a place where they're loving life and connecting and loving and enjoying hanging out with their kids. I mean, when you're stressed out, how many parents, business owners can relate to this, where you're like fixated on the next event or the next launch or whatever that is, and it's hard to pay attention to the other things in your life, and you've got these growing beings living with you, and they just want all of your love and affection, and you can feel so torn. It's like, you want to spend every moment with them, but then at the same time, you also have these other obligations, and that pressure just builds. And then sometimes you're so stressed out that you don't really, it's like too stressful to hang out with them, because kids can be kind of overwhelming sometimes. So I'm just super passionate about providing this work for people and bringing them through a process to, have a more balanced and enjoy their lives and feel more fulfilled. And this is like not just about you guys, it's about your kids and your grandkids as well. Because when you show up from that beautiful place of being grounded and centered and in the zone at will, on command, when you show up from that place, and that's where you are most of the time, that's your normal, is when you're like in the zone and grounded and centered and calm. Think about how you respond to the other people in your life, and think about how they are able to respond to you, and in those patterns that you grew up with. How your parents were not as aware as you are. And so if you grew up with some kind of trauma from your life, then unconsciously you've been carrying that through to this life as an adult. And unconsciously your children are picking that up from you as well. And then they'll be carrying it on to their children. So it's this cycle that we can stop now. And so that you can really just enjoy your life at a whole new level and start working more efficiently, because you're able to show up in your business more grounded and centered and balanced and in that zone. So some of the benefits of the Recharge program are that you're going to develop a new sense of confidence within yourself. And you're going to learn to trust yourself more. And it's not really just about trusting it's not just about learning to trust. Going through this process, it's a natural byproduct of going through the process, is that you trust yourself more. So there's no force, there's no effort involved in the trusting. It just happens naturally as you follow the process. You're going to become more connected with yourself, with your higher self, with your spirit, with the person that you really are, beneath all of the stress, beneath all of the traumas and the intensity and the emotions, like who you are beneath all that. You reconnect to that, and you get to be that finally. When I went through this process, I was blown away at the changes that I saw in myself. And what I realized was that it wasn't changes in myself. It was just paring down those layers that weren't really me in the first place, right? It's not really, we are not naturally stressed out people. We are naturally confident and centered individuals who are incredibly powerful beyond what we could have possibly imagine. So it's coming back to that person. And it's sleeping better, and it's feeling more energized. It's feeling happier. It's feeling more fulfilled. So that's what the Recharge program is all about. And I definitely went way over on my, what I intended to share with you as far as like the description and everything. But I'm just so passionate about helping successful business owners to start loving and thriving in all areas of life. Whether it's with your relationships, your finances, your health. Maybe you need to lose weight. Maybe you have an autoimmune condition. Maybe you've got chronic pain, headaches. You're not sleeping as well as you'd like to be. Maybe you get panic attacks. You've got intense anxiety. All of those things are alleviated through this process, and you just come back into homeostasis is really what happens when you follow the recharge process. And you go through 3 steps. You go through rejuvenating your body, rejuvenating your mind, and rejuvenating your spirit. And through those 3 steps, like I said, you work through all of those layers and you come back to who you really are. So I'm super excited about this. The part of the special announcement is that I've got some special pricing on the recharge launch because, just says, just getting it started. And I've got some more things to add to the program that, will be later on down the line for you. So just this initial launch, we're doing it at a special price. So if this sounds like something that could help you and you really resonate with me and with this message and with, the results that I'm talking about, then just let me know. And I can give you some more information. So just to share what some people have been experiencing so far, what I've been hearing is that people have been getting more, just in the first couple of weeks, people have been getting more richness out of their life. It's like their life makes a little bit more sense. And there's this massive awareness that happens with really every phase and really every day of the program. Every single day that you wake up and you do this recharge process, you are opening up your awareness and rediscovering the truth about yourself and about your life. And with that awareness, I know that you know this, that awareness enables you, empowers you to take action and to make real powerful changes, right? We can't build a house in the dark. We need the light to be turned on so that we can look into all the cracks and all the crevices and see all the details so that we can get a real picture of what's in front of us, right? And so, people are sleeping better, people are less stressed, they're able to relieve headaches. You can relieve headaches on command with this process that you go through with recharge. So just that in itself it's priceless. If you're somebody that gets headaches on a regular basis and you don't like taking like ibuprofen or whatever for it, then that is super valuable. So every step of the way with recharge is transformational. And so if you're somebody who it's like you kind of want a silver bullet, you want a quick fix, you don't want to look at the stuff in your life, you don't want to look at things clearly, then this is not going to be for you. This is very challenging. And a lot of people, to be quite honest, want to give up on the second month. They get to the second month, too overwhelming for them, too much comes up to the surface to let go of, then they give up and they end up sucking it back in and holding on to it. And I don't know, eventually they continue on after they realize, how well it was working for them. But this is for people who are relentless about their growth and about really being the best that they can possibly be, which is your true self. And that's what this process is about, is coming back to your true self, who you really are. And, clearing away the fog, lifting that veil so you can see an accurate version of yourself, an accurate version of your relationships, an accurate version of your health, your finances, your business, everything changes when you start this process. Everything changes when you start to rejuvenate these different areas of your life, your physical, mental, and spiritual life. Okay, so yeah, that's it. This is my I'm so excited about Recharge. I'm just like seeing many years, like 20 years down the road, with Recharge as being like the signature program that we're offering. And we're, yes, lots coming with all of that. So thank you so much for joining me. Do you guys have any questions about what I've been talking about anything else? This week, I'm talking in my Recharge group, which is the free group. We're talking about trust. And today we talked about why, like the real reason that we tend not to trust, the real reason trust can be so hard. And then the rest of the week, we're just diving in deeper and dissecting that, and then rebuilding to help us to create more trust. So definitely join that group if you're interested in this kind of stuff. If you are relentless about your personal growth, I know most people could care less. They're happy being who they are, or they're they don't necessarily think they're happy, whatever. Most people don't really care about their personal growth. But if you're in that like top, 1 to 5%, and you have a 6-figure business and you're ready to, dive in deep into, behind the scenes, behind the curtains of who you are, and you're ready to just pull out all the crap so that you can level up your business and level up your life, then come on and join us at Recharge. We would love to have you. But just let me know first, because I want to make sure that this really is going to be the next best step for you. Okay. So, yeah. Thank you so much for joining me, and let me know if you have any questions, and we will talk to you soon.